This is a special report from News 3 WSIL.
Good afternoon, everyone. Breaking into programming to update you on a multi-vehicle crash on Interstate 57 near Charleston, Missouri. Now, we do know the crash happened between mile marker 10 and 12, and right now the interstate is closed in both directions from the Illinois state line to Interstate 55 in Sikeston. Now, we did speak with the Missouri Highway Patrol, and early reports indicate more than 60 vehicles involved and multiple injuries. Now, they expect the interstate to stay closed for most of the day while crews attend to those injured and clean up. It's going to be a while. We have a crew on scene right now. We're going to check in with News 3's Madeline Parker, who's giving us an up-close look at that crash. Madeline.
Dave, right now, it is honestly unbelievable how bad this crash is, and you probably wouldn't even be able to comprehend it unless you were actually here. There is just wreckage as far as the eye can see in either direction. There are semi-trucks you don't even recognize anymore because they've just been completely destroyed from all angles. We've been here for quite a bit of time now, and we can just see that crews are trying to get trucks out of the way, but it's still taking so much time. There are so many emergency responders here, from ambulances, police officers, fire departments, and they're trying to get people out of the way. A lot of semi-truck drivers we've spoken to today say that they have been here for quite a few hours, and they're just trying and waiting for that update about when they can get out of here, but not much has moved since we've been here. Right now, it looks like there's just a lot of activity of people trying to get people out of the way and trying to get them back on their journeys. We actually spoke to a man who's actually from Marion who's here right now, and he's been waiting for hours. And when I asked him what it was like being in that crash, he told me that it was the worst part was just the sounds, hearing everything going off, crash, 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 over and over again. But he just really is glad that he's very safe right now. But we're still waiting for updates about when this crash and it will be cleared out and how long it's going to take for traffic to get back to normal.
And Madeline, I know that you've been down there for a little while now, but it took quite some time to get down there this morning. We've been talking about the alternate routes all morning long. Can you tell us what the alternate routes look like right now? Are they backed up?
Well, they're not super backed up. It will take a little bit more time than if you were just going right on I57 to get to your normal route, but it is safer and faster than waiting for traffic to resume. It is a little bit longer. It took us about 30 minutes longer than it normally would to get from the station to here, but right now it does look like traffic is moving pretty smoothly along those alternate routes.
All right, Madeline, we appreciate you reporting out there. Still an active scene, as we can see in her shot right there. I want to go to this map right now, though. I want to show you this. Can we zoom in on this just a little bit? I want to show you exactly where Madeline's at. This wreck happened around between the 10-12 mile marker in Missouri on Interstate 57. You can see right here, this is Charleston, Missouri. For anyone that's familiar with Boomland fireworks, it sits right here. That crashed about a mile from Boomland. So this is the area, and this is a live radar map that you're looking at here, road map. It is backed up all the way there. And as you can see in Madeline's live shot there, you can see semis backed up for miles. And just as far as you can see, not just semis, but vehicles, and in every direction you see a crash. And of course, early reports indicating more than 60 vehicles involved in that. But I want to take a look at this. Actually, I'm going to have you zoom out just a little bit here in just a moment. We're going to talk about some of these alternate routes to get around. I mean, normally when you're coming down 57 from Illinois and you need to get around, maybe a backup right there, there's not many detours you can take. Actually, Cairo, down where most people cross at, they'll take Highway 51, which is right here. It's going to be exit number 1 in Illinois. You're going to take Highway 51 down here to 62, and you're going to cross over the Mississippi River. Problem is right now, there's a little bit of construction going on, and everyone's trying to go that way. So I spoke with the Illinois State Police earlier, and they said that this has been extremely slow. They've been urging people away from this. And of course, Mississippi County Sheriff's Office also speaking about this. They put out a Facebook post earlier. They said, do not come to Charleston for any reason until the incident is cleared. Traffic's backing up and then causing unnecessary hazards. 57 being shut down from the state line. And once again, we're talking about the state line. This is right here. Highway 3 runs along the river. If you are down in this area, you know somebody that's sitting in this backup down there, tell them, take Highway 3 and then head back towards to Cape Girardeau area. Okay, so we're going to go to that full screen right there. There it is right there. That's the Mississippi County Sheriff's Office statement that they released. And they're advising people to go around to take B Highway to 80, 77 up to East U.S. Highway 60. Now, the Missouri Highway Patrol also put out this list earlier. They said Ohio River crossings include I-55 in Caruthersville, Missouri Route 74 in Cape Girardeau, and then of course if you want to detour to St. Louis or Memphis, you can do that, which will take you a long ways around. Now we did tell you it's going to take about an extra 30 minutes if you're taking one of these routes and onto your normal trip. Now I want you to take this look here. Our photographer down there on scene a little bit earlier. Take a look at this video. There it is. And this is our photographer walked up on the scene. This is some of the first images that he come across there. We can see semis just slammed into others. Some of the crashes worse than others, obviously. Now this is going to take some time to clean up. Estimates on this, at least 8 hours, if not more. And you want to know why it's going to take so long. I mean, not only are they still attending to those injured and still determining who's injured, but this stuff here, some of it is going to have to use heavy equipment. It's going to be brought in to have to get rid of this right here. It's not going to be just tow trucks. They're going to have to bring in all sorts of heavy equipment. And of course, these are commercial semis. So the companies that own these semis are also having to be contacted as well to talk about their freight. They're going to be sending their own people down. And this is obviously going to be under investigation. Right now, we don't know the cause of this crash. That's something that we're still working on. We know that investigators are still working on this as well. So be sure to stay up to date on this story. You can do so by heading to our website, WSILTV.com, or you can download our app, the News 3 WSIL TV app. It offers live streaming of the show as well as feature content and, of course, up-to-date news on stories like this. Right now, though, we're going to turn you back to regular programming.
This has been a News 3 special report. We've got you